Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and it's time for our day one patch review where the mini set went live, Echoes of the Infinite, and I will say right out the gate, feels like it has a bit more impact than the last one, but not a ton. We'll talk about that, as well as apparently Toki got buffed. What the hell? Okay, we'll talk about that as well. It's probably a bug, but it's not listed. Again, we'll talk about that. We'll also go over the arena update where the Taverns of Time arena only cards were insane and are insane and do some really bad things that probably should be a thing, but it's also kind of fun very early on. But more importantly, on a positive note, going with like my whole I'm frustrated with Hearthstone thing, they already made some updates to it since it went live, so that's a positive. We'll also go over the shop update where there's like new portraits, as well as should you buy the mini set, and the answer is pretty much always yes. And of course, if you enjoy the content on the channel, feel like I've earned your subscription, please hit that sub button down below. Give the video a like as it helps the channel out a ton. So yes, over here, Time Looper Toki. You can see this was posted on Reddit. Basically generates 4 cards for the 3 mana 3/3, right? Before it would do that at 4 mana, then they buffed it to be a 3 mana 3/3, get 3 spells. Now you get 4. I tested it right before I recorded this video to see if that had been fixed or not. It is not, and the known issues tab, which we'll go over later, doesn't have this listed at all. So I don't know if this is a stealth buff, if they'll leave it alone, or is it a stealth nerf? Like, is it actually more detrimental to have all these cards in your hand, right? Regardless, Toki is the worst part of Toki Mage, sadly, in terms of like win percentage, but it's kind of cool to see it happen. So I thought I'd throw that out there. If you're a Toki enjoyer, maybe get in there before they fix that bug, if it is a bug, or maybe Toki will just stay this way for the rest of the way. But the big news, obviously, of the patch is the mini set launch. And early on, I watched a lot of Theo play before I went live. I actually mostly played Arena, because Arena felt way more impactful. Because if we look at early HS Guru stats at Diamond through Legend, you can see the same decks are all the best performing right now. Cliff Dive, Demon Hunter, Haggard the Shaman, Control DK, which is experimenting with the new 0 mana draw 2. Dragon Warrior is definitely even better now with the whole 4 mana 6/9 card. It is definitely seeing play. Discover Hunter out there, and probably the biggest winner besides Dragon Warrior is Aura Paladin, because the new 2 mana like ramp spell, right? It's super good. And by the way, Acceleration Aura here, as confirmed on the Hearthstone subreddit, I also drafted it in Arena, confirmed it myself, it does give you mana for 3 turns. It's unlike the Spell Disruption one. It will give you the next turn, the turn after that, and the turn after that. So you get 2 mana, gain 3 mana over the next 3 turns. It's super strong. Really good card, and that's also even propped up some druid decks with more limited sample size, so we'll see how things progress, but the rest is basically the same stuff. Imbue Rogue is showing some potential. I'm gonna try and get gameplay video on either that or the new Aura Paladin for later today, so we might have 2 videos today, or we'll save it for the weekend. We'll see. Tomorrow we'll have deck recommendations, of course, when we get more data in, because it's very limited. Like if we look at like Legend, I can't really grab much for you guys, right? We could see that, yeah, people are trying stuff out, but I will say, I actually tweeted this out. If you go to like minimum games of 100, Quest Rogue no longer has to worry about being the worst quest in the game. TikTok Warlock at 18%, Imbue Death Knight at 27%, and TikTok Hunter has actually moved up all the way to 30%. They're really, really bad. A lot of this stuff in this mini set not doing great. Some of it is though, so compared to the last mini set that basically did nothing besides give Draconics to Warrior, and then eventually Egg got buffed and did some stuff. But yeah, it's again not moving the needle a ton, but more than before, or more than the last mini set. And again, we'll see how things progress. We will have deck recommendations tomorrow, but basically, like most mini sets, there's a few cards sprinkled into existing decks and it helps them out, which is kind of what you expect when you only get like what, 3 cards for each class, although the dual class does change that a bit. The other thing I really wanted to talk about, and I had fun today, I genuinely had fun, I wasn't frustrated, I was playing the arena, where look at that, the arena has 7 classes at 49% or better, which is way better than what it was for the last 2 months, which were ridiculous, with Priest, Mage, Warlock, and Shaman being below, but none of them are as low as Druid was the last 2 months. And speaking of Druid, it's broken. It is so ridiculous with the fast forward card. I drafted 4 of those. I had multiple games where, like, look at this screenshot. I have 8 mana on turn 2 because you gain 2 mana crystals. They're not empty. You can use them, and it's just disgusting. I had a 12-win run with Druid and a 9-win run with Druid that was ended to another Druid who just had a better deck than I did. So yeah, Druid doing really well. And good news on the arena front, there's like this really disgusting infinite like Murloc strategy you could do with some of the new cards thrown in there, and it was looking brutal. Within like 4 to 5 hours, they actually, and you can find this in the known issues, which will be linked down below, they banned some cards in arena. We didn't see that at all the last 2 months, not at all. We got it right away. Infinite Murloc and Iron Juggernaut was for some reason not picking up like the bucket was supposed to have. It was bugging out the game. We've seen that before. They banned that, and if you did draft a deck with that card, by the way, and it was banned, just retire it. You'll get refunded. You'll be good to go. But yeah, they actually banned Infinite Murloc right away, and I've had discussions. I know they're looking at the fast forward card, for example, and making either a ban or adjustments to. They're stepping up the game, it seems like, with this season in the arena, which is a huge thumbs up for me. As you know, that video yesterday was pretty frustrated, right, with all this stuff. So I'm glad that they seem to be stepping it up, at least for the arena. Obviously, nothing on Twist. I'm not expecting that, even though we should be getting stuff, but whatever. But yeah, they changed that up. And in terms of like bugs and ongoing issues, there's some stuff like in Wild Plot Twist doesn't work well with the quests. Like, I think Plot Twist and like Finley and stuff like that just doesn't work very well. They also said Maestra, Mass Merchant Battlecry, does not trigger when played in the arena. But basically, no crazy bugs. The patch went off pretty well, and we had a bit of an impact in the mini set in standard. I guess that's good. Again, we're really ultimately rotation waiting room, right? It's been like that all year. It's going to be really interesting to see if it pays off, but yeah, we'll try and highlight some of the newer strategies, or at least improved strategies from this mini set outside of a B-Rug, which might be a legitimate deck. But overall, in terms of metagame for standard and arena, I say it's playable. It might not be the most exciting thing in the world for standard, but definitely give the arena a try. Some of the things you can do are just stupid right now. And is it balanced? No. Do you want to throw away 300 gold for it? Maybe not. But if you have like some tickets and some gold, give it a try. It basically almost feels like duels, almost a mini duels in the arena, but way more expensive to play with not so great reward. And as we do have a new mini set, their mini set is available in the shop right now. The normal version, 2,000 gold. I always say, even the last one, which wasn't amazing, it's always worth getting. You get 4 legendaries for 2,000 gold. You get an epic, and very importantly, protect yourself in duplicate protection. Whenever you open an Across the Timeways pack, if you have all the mini set cards, you will not open any of them until you have like all the commons and rares, epics and legendaries of that set. It's always worth it, and we're looking at cards already. I don't know if Chronocar is seeing play yet. My God, one person played this against me in the arena, and Time Marazon. They lost so unbelievably hard. This card is so bad. Giving an extra turn, you just cannot do. But overall, there are some playable cards in here. We're already seeing it. Plus, after rotation, they will get even better. But yeah, you get like Acceleration Aura, which is doing phenomenal already, really early on. And that really silly dragon is just absurd. Yes, it's a common. You get crafted for cheap. Same with the Remnant and Rage. But overall, I still always recommend it. There were some other things added to the shop. The only portrait that I bought was the Diamond Murazon. That, I mean, how is that not a priest portrait? Like, I mean, what? But it's a warlock portrait, apparently. I know Imic, I think he tweeted that he kind of data mined that it was originally going to be a priest one and then switched. We've seen that before, so whatever. If you want this in warlock, you get 3 warlock packs, 2 golden packs. It costs $25 USD, 31.25 Canadian, and it sounds and looks like this.
Murazond versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
You can delay me no longer. Welcome to the end of time. I knew you would fight well. I thank you. It cannot be. Some errors are inevitable. My reign is a blessing you cannot comprehend. Fate will not allow it.
Job's done.
I require more mana. Your time has come! I'm sorry that was necessary. Amp it up! My time has not come. Yet.
I mean, how can you pass up on 20% value that's randomly arbitrarily made up? But how could you pass it up? But overall, yeah, if it's worth it to you, at least it's not $170 or $60 like the mythic portraits, right? They make you think it's reasonable by doing that, I guess. I actually bought this too. This is more kind of reasonably priced thing in Hearthstone. $12, you get 3 pretty cool signatures. You get Roran's Devious Coyote, the Portal Vanguard, and this one's really nice and a great card. The Whelp of the Infinite, like really sick. I'm like, yeah, I'll buy it. That's actually in Hearthstone land. This is kind of reasonable for, again, it's cosmetic. You don't need it at all. But I actually was like, my God, it's not $70 or some ridiculous thing. So that was added to the shop as well. I believe they added some like signatures. I don't know if this is randomized. They have a signature spell bundle. You could get that if you missed out on those, but all these are like rotating, which is weird. Xavius, which is not rotating, and a pretty sick card, but yeah, $25. Pretty ridiculous. The Black Knight, who the heck plays this? But it is a really nice signature. And this one's actually also not too bad. You get 5 Druid packs, Innervate and Swipe in their signature form. I mean, it's $20. It's not great, but it's a lot better than we've seen. Like, it feels like they're trying to make more affordable options in the shop, so I guess I'll welcome that. And hero skin wise, they did add one new one in Velen the Bronze bundle. It's a priest portrait, $10 USD, $12.50 Canadian. I'm not buying this one. I've kind of started limiting myself a bit more on the more premium one, so I'm not going to preview this one. But overall, if you're looking for a priest portrait, that is in the shop. And then they have this returning one that is pretty sweet. The Desidra Storm Glory Shaman skin comes with a card back, and it's more of the premium one, like animated hero power and entrance animation. So if you're looking for that, you can get it for actually 1,500 gold. I'd recommend spending that gold on a mini set, but if you have some laying around, yeah, it's not too bad. And then like $12.50 Canadian, probably $10 USD. So that's kind of the shop update. But overall, for a patch to get us to rotation where they're not trying to, power creep the crap out of things to like really spice things up, I feel like this is probably as good a patch as we could have expected. Again, not saying it's great, not saying it's super exciting, but with their whole plan, pretty much all year has been, let's get ready for rotation. It sure feels like we're getting ready for rotation, and we'll have a video soon enough about when that rotation may be coming along, because we might actually know already when that the next patch will come with the pre-order. It may have been data mined, so we'll talk about that at a future date. Might have a gameplay video later today, and we will have deck recommendations tomorrow with more updated decks for both standard and wild as we get the data coming in. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Let me know how you felt about this patch in the comments down below. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.